Edmund Tran here with Oscar Deus at E3 2018. And now E3 has a lot of surprises usually, and one of them was this strange little game called The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Oscar, what is this?
So it's not Life is Strange 2, which is what I thought I was going to be seeing. But
Yeah,
no,
totally.
It's actually The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which is kind of a prequel, spin-off type thing.
Standalone
It's like a
thing.
standalone game that is free. It's out on 26th of June, Xbox One, PS4, PC.
Yeah.
And it's set in the Life is Strange universe. And Square Enix kind of described it to us by saying, you're going to be seeing some hints and nods to the original Life is Strange and to Life is Strange 2, which obviously is coming at some point. But it's its own thing. It stars Chris, who's this 10-year-old kid who loves superheroes, and he wants to be a superhero, and he thinks of himself as a superhero, and it becomes clear that him and his family have got some issues, that his mum doesn't seem to be around, who knows what happened to her, his dad isn't the perfect human being, and so Chris kind of uses his imagination to fill in his world, because there's not a lot going on in his world. He lives in the middle of the woods, it's snowy, he goes out and he plays and he pretends he's a superhero. So one of the new things for this that will presumably carry over to Life is Strange 2 is the quest list now. There's like a
superhero
placard.
checklist.
Yeah, it's like a placard of things that you can do in the world that you're like, oh, I wonder what that's like. I could go and explore, like, making a suit for myself. And there's all sorts of choices. Like, they demo to us that you can choose whether or not you want to have heavy armor or light armor. You can choose whether you want to have a helmet or not. And then that will change what things you have to go out and do in the world, whether you have to go and make a helmet out of tin foil or not. Another really interesting thing about it was that because of his imagination, you can use, I think it was left trigger, to trigger, like, super interactions with objects in the world. So, like, it's not every object, just some. It will have, like, a special icon on it, and you can hold left trigger and then press A or X or whatever button it is that you're going to be pressing, and he will use his imagination to create a completely different interaction with that object. So the example, or a prime example of that was, there's a closet where the water heater is in his house, and he wants to go in there and turn the water heater off, but he's scared of the dark, and it's dark in the closet, and so he has to go and make himself a costume so that he can become Captain Spirit, and then you hold left trigger and press A, and then finally you can actually go in there and he can face his demons, and it is literally like a demon inside, like because he has such an active imagination.
And a lot of this is like sort of his sort of like crude drawings and sort of the crayons and cardboard armor stuff. But when he does something like big like this, it sort of switches to a parallel universe, a more fantastical universe, which makes the sort of jarring cut back to reality all the more sort of jarring, I guess.
Yeah.
A bit depressing also. Then this is a Life is Strange game, so there are going to be ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they told us that it's a couple of hours long. Like we said, it's free. I think it's really cool that they're doing this. I don't really know why they're doing it. Like,
they've said that there's going to be a lot of replayability in this. So obviously you can do all that superhero stuff, but you can also just not. You could just like be a kid or just like spend the time playing with your toys. And so the whole thing takes place over a Saturday morning, and at some point it will end. And they're encouraging people to sort of go back and sort of see what other things you can do and what other things you can learn, because apparently there will be some sort of link between your save here and your save in Life is Strange 2.
Overall, Ed, I thought it was really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing more. You could say it was an awesome adventure.
It was an awesome adventure, Oscar. And for more awesome adventures, you can stay tuned to GameSpot.com for more from E3 and the Life is Strange universe.